We're back here on Jones and Company, speaking with Dr. Godfrey Eneas and Raveenia Roberts-Nanna today on the BAMC program. And Mr. Eneas, tell me, with BAMC, the agricultural programs of COB, would they be transferred to BAMC? Do you know?
That is my understanding.
You're not sure?
That is my understanding because, you see, how can you teach agriculture on a farm? Where's the farm? Show me COB farm.
Yeah, but they were teaching agricultural sciences before.
Mr. Jones, I've been to 8, 9 universities. Yeah, I've never been to an agricultural university that didn't have a farm.
Yeah, but
I don't care what they've been teaching.
But you were an assistant professor, Dr. Roberts-Nanna, at COB, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
And you were dealing with certain agricultural issues, right?
Yes, they have agricultural courses there.
Right, and you were teaching there. You didn't have no farm, right? You didn't need no farm, right?
Can you teach medicine at a hospital?
And let me speak with the executive director 1 second, please. You didn't need a farm, right?
For some of the courses, no.
No.
But this is why BAMC is so important, you see, because we will literally get our students' feet wet and their hands dirty, okay? So we have the farm, we have the greenhouse, and so it's more practical. So they're getting that technical and practical teaching and training.
Well, you know, to get us wrong now, we know that BAMC is important in our national development. It is important for the agricultural development of the Bahamas. All right? The question is whether or not we would have a duplication of efforts between the College of the Bahamas and BAMC.
No. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let me give you an example, Mr. Jones. You see those big onions that are produced?
In Andros?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know why? Because most farmers cannot afford the seedlings to have the proper density.
For the onion.
For the onions. All right? Seedlings cost between $2 and $3 each. We are producing seedlings in our nursery for cents. Cents. That's enhancing our competitiveness. That means that the same amount of fertilizer that a farmer uses, say for example, the density is 1,000 seedlings per acre. Under the old system, he would probably use 500 seedlings per acre because he cannot afford to buy the other 500.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Dr. Roberts-Nanna, Mr. Eneas, when I went to the BAMC project, I saw a variety of bananas being produced. A farmer in the Bahamas wishes to access some of these. What happens? What happens?
He can access it.
How?
We will provide him with suckers, or we will provide him with either. We haven't put in a tissue culture unit yet, but we will provide him with suckers. Mr. Jones, we have now over 20 acres of bananas. A different, as the director said, staggered growth, right? That 20 acres, with its output, represents 15% of our national consumption. 15% on 20 acres, right? We intend to go up to 50 acres.
Yeah, but I'm in Stuart Manor and
No, we will send you. Do you know?
I need some.
Do you know?
Bananas.
Do you know?
How do I accept?
Do you know? Do you know? Do you know where our banana, the seedlings for the bananas came from that we have now? It came from Mexico. Meantime, we can't supply. If they can supply a seedling from Mexico, we can't supply suckers to Stuart Manor.
No, but I know that you might be able to do so.
That's how we will do it.
I'm asking you, how do I access
You
this?
you just say you want it, and when it's available, we'll send it to you at a very nominal price. That is our job. That is the job of the Institute, to increase production, to provide planning material. That has been one of the problems in the country. You talk about Florida. We've depended on Florida's suppliers with our propagation stock. That is why when you go to the nursery, Mr. Jones, why you got to pay $25 or $30 for a banana for a citrus tree. We'll be able to produce it for a third of that. That's the way you bring down the cost of living. That's the way you enhance your competitiveness. You have to stop depending on others to supply our inputs.
Yes.
Need I say more?
Yes, you need to say more. And you need to talk about the coordination of all of this. Because while you are the executive director, there are a number of other professional Bahamians who are going to be at BAMSI.
Yes.
Are you going to be responsible for everybody, the entire staff at BAMSI?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so all of those people who are teachers,
Researchers,
researchers, farmers, everybody.
Mr. Jones, you know what's the beauty about this institute?
I know you are very enthusiastic about it.
You know what's the beauty about this institute?
Yes.
To see the number of Bahamians who are literally coming out of the war, right? With PhDs, just like Dr. Hannah. PhDs just coming out. So they approach her. What can I teach? Right? People who worked in England making big money have come home and they want to teach plant animal nutrition. We have one fellow, Dr. Jason Sands, was responsible for poultry in 8 European countries. 8 European countries. A poultry nutritionist. Right? He's approached, I want to teach. PhDs. People are coming out of the wars to get involved.
So you are speaking to our underdevelopment in the
because there were no opportunities
sector
before for these people.
Right. So BAMSI presents an opportunity for people to practice their craft
At home.
in various ways and to develop their careers.
Right.
That's right.
And they want to give back to their country.
Yes.
Yes.
And they don't mind Mr. going to Andros.
Yes, good. Now, are we able to afford this?
Yes, we can afford it. They're coming in at...
No, not they. The country.
Yes, the country can...
Are we able to afford this?
Yes, the country has to afford it. The country has to afford it because there's too much opportunity in that $1 billion, which when Burma comes on stream, with the $500,000 to us, which will undoubtedly increase maybe to another $500 million. There's too much opportunity in that. These people don't have to work for the government. People can come and become entrepreneurs, real agricultural entrepreneurs. That is what we're trying to develop. We don't want people to come back to work for the government. The government is a minor player.
Okay. Next question, Mr. Innes and Dr. Hannah. The ability of BAMSI to pay for itself. The government of the Bahamas has a fiscal problem now.
Yeah, the ability of the Bahamas,
Okay.
Mr. Jones.
Let's speak to the ability of BAMSI to carry its own weight, Mr. Innes, pay for itself.
The ability of BAMSI is not dependent on tuition. See, that's what people got it wrong. It's dependent on tuition to run it. The ability of BAMSI comes from we have a commercial farm. Right? That's one component. We're going to engage in joint venture arrangements with people to come in and establish processing and other kinds of operations. BAMSI has a commercial arm to it. So this figment that all this money coming from the Treasury, that's nonsense. Nobody develops a modern institution depending on public funding solely.
So BAMSI is more than an institute where you are teaching. BAMSI is a commercial farm.
And
So which means that BAMSI is a business. And it's going to be a multi-million-dollar business.
Right. See, also,
are you the person who's going to run this multi-million-dollar business? Dr. Hannah?
She's responsible for the teaching and the research components of
Just
it.
the teaching and research components.
Right?
That is why you are the executive director.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Teaching and research.
Yes, that's a specialty.
You ain't saying much right now.
Now waiting for the question.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So the farm, this commercial farm now, is going to be run by whom?
We have a board,
Yeah.
right, of which she reports to the board.
And she reports on the teaching aspect.
And we have a farm manager right now who
Okay.
runs the farm.
Yes. Okay.
You met him, Mr. Parks.
Yes.
He's a farm manager.
Okay.
He's trained in farm management.
And so you are working in concert with Mr. Park.
Yes.
We all
Mr.
work
Park
together.
runs the farm.
Right.
You run the school.
Yeah.
Right. But we
But
coordinate
Mr.
our
Parks
efforts.
reports to her. On that, she's the boss.
Man who running the farm reports to you.
Yeah, she's the boss.
But how you run the commercial farm? You have a commercial farmer reporting to a woman who running a school.
Yeah, she's the boss. She's the boss on the island.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I have
she's
to
the
be on
boss.
top of things. I have to be aware
Yeah,
of the day-to-day operations of the
Yeah,
institute.
But in terms of ordering stuff and
It's a farm manager's job.
selling
Oh,
stuff,
yes, that will fall under his.
that will fall under his portfolio.
Yes.
And we have a marketing arm. Yeah.
The marketing arm falls under you.
Yes, as in some ways, but not directly under
Right.
her.
Man, you could get exasperated as much as you like, you know. We asking questions here.
Yeah, but
Right?
don't put her in that position.
What she can answer, you answer.
No, but what she is,
Uh-huh.
what we need a strong academic person,
Okay.
right? Who would be able to marry the academics to the.
So she's the strong academic person.
And she's been, a PhD is a research degree, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at her publications, she has tremendous experience in research.
Okay. Are you going to be teaching, Dr. Hannah?
Yes, of course.
What are you going to be teaching?
Well, post-harvest technology. I can teach-
Post-harvest technology?
Yes.
Tell her what we'll be
Okay.
teaching.
Mm-hmm.
We have Dr. Patricia.
No, I mean, you know.
Oh, well, this is so true. How can I forget? Please forgive me, Bahamas. We have Ambassador himself who will be teaching agriculture in the Bahamas. Introduction to agriculture in the Bahamas.
Introduction to
She's
agriculture.
already seen my
And it's
course online.
mandatory for all
She's
students.
perused the course online, and she wants to take the course.
Well, you think he can get leave from Jones and Co. to teach in Andrews?
No, I will teach. I'm teaching.
He has to ask permission.
Oh, see, okay.
We have to give him leave. I have to
Yeah.
check with our human resources department to see if he can get leave.
Well, let me make my
See-
request
see-
known now then.
we loaned him to the government to organize BAMSI. Now he's getting beside himself
That's
now. He will
true.
teach.
This is what I always wanted to do. You know,
You always wanted to do this.
I wanted. When I was in England,
Yes,
I applied for a job at the University of Ife in Nigeria
to teach.
to teach, but the Biafran War broke out, and I didn't go. I had everything lined up to go. University of Ife.
So you organized BAMSI so you can teach. Anyway, we've run out of time. Thank you so very much. Appreciate your being here, man. Thank you, Godfrey. Thank you for bringing this lovely lady here who is the new executive.
No, I tell you what, Mr. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You check Dr. Hannah out,
Yes.
say around end of November, December,
Yes.
and you'll feel she's a different person.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching and listening to our program today, and we trust that you have gained some knowledge on BAMSI. Good evening, everyone.